Would you lot just give my head peace? Funny, peace. That's what we're going to talk about today. Do your mum or dad or brother or sister ever say that to you? Give me 5 minutes peace, please. At the minute, when we're all living on top of each other all the time, it's really hard to find peace, isn't it? Maybe your dad hides in the garage or works more in his office. Or, a bit like in our house, Peter suddenly really has to go and visit someone or go for a run. Maybe mums take longer showers. For me, I bake. Although that isn't always the best place, as my girls are always hungry, so constantly in the kitchen. Maybe for you, you relax in your room, maybe reading a book, playing computer games, or going out on your bike when it's not raining. Whatever way we do it, it's really good to try and get some peace. And you know, there's a verse in the Bible which talks about God giving us his peace. It's a peace that passes all understanding, which basically means it's better than we can imagine. The verse also talks about guarding our hearts and our minds. Tell me, do you know who this guy is and what his important job is? Yes, you're right. He's a guard, and his important job is to protect the Queen. And some interesting facts about this guy. So he would stand on guard for 2 hours, then he would have 4 hours off, and that would go on for a day or two. He would be on duty. And those ridiculous hats that they wear, they're actually to make them taller and a bit more intimidating, so that people might be a bit wary of them. And the guns that they carry, apparently they're only loaded when they're aware of a serious attack. And get this, they're punished if they smile or talk. They're stripped of their badge, they're sent for retraining, and they have to write a letter of apology. So really, I think guarding's a pretty serious and important job. What do you think? Have you ever had something that was so precious to you that you guarded it? Maybe from your brother and sister in case they used it or even broke it. Maybe you put it up high somewhere out of the way so that you could see it but nobody else could, and nobody could touch it. It was that important to you. Well, do you know, God says that his peace that we can't even imagine because it's so amazing will guard our hearts and our minds because they're really important. Tell me, has your head ever felt so busy? A bit like in this picture. There's just so many things inside your head. You've been really worried about things. Maybe you're thinking about homeschool, or when you'll see your family and your friends again and you'll be able to hug them and go to the park and play outside with them. Do you know, if we ask God to give us this amazing peace that he talks about, it might necessarily make the problem go away, but it will give us a really good feeling in our tummy where we know that he's in control and we can actually relax. And you know, I was thinking today about how we could remember that God is in control, but that we just need to ask him. So I thought this craft might give us a good idea and help us to remember what to do when we need some peace. So I've put a little video together of me doing the craft, and in a few moments after it's done, you're all going to get a chance to do it too. So we'll watch the video and then you can do yours. Okay, here we go. So you're going to need 2 sheets of card or paper. You'll need a pair of scissors, some felt tip pens, some lollipop sticks, you need 2, either sticks or lollipop sticks, whatever you have, some glue and some sellotape. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get you to put your hand down on the card and you're going to draw around your first hand. Okay, now you might need a mum or dad or somebody to help you with this. That's okay. But just draw around your hand carefully. Okay, that's the first hand done. Now the second hand might be trickier. You might definitely need some help with this one if it's not the one you write with. Okay, so just take your time, draw around your hands. Fix it up a little if you need to, like I have. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut out our hands. Okay, so using your scissors, you're going to carefully cut out your hands. Again, you might need an adult to help you with this one. That's okay. They can carefully cut out your hands. Okay. So that's one hand done. Okay. Now for the other hand. Okay. There we go. Okay, now that's our two hands cut out. So you're going to take your felt tip pen. Okay, and we're going to write something on each of the fingers. So the first word we're going to write is God, then gives us His peace. There's that word peace again. We just need to ask. Okay, so once you've done that, you can decorate your hands. Okay, so once you've written God gives us His peace, we just need to ask. So now you can decorate them. You can use felt tips, you could use stickers, you can use whatever you want to make it a bit more exciting maybe than mine. I'm just doing mine very quickly just to let you see. Okay, then we need to take our two lollipop sticks. We're going to turn the hands over and using either your glue or your sellotape. Okay, I'm going to use sellotape for this to stick it down really nice and tight. You're going to stick your lollipop sticks onto the back of your hands. Okay, now again, you might need a helper with this one. Okay, and now we've got our pair of praying hands. Okay, so we can use these to remind us that God gives us His peace, but we just need to ask Him. Okay, so how do we ask Him? We pray and we ask Him in our prayers to give us His peace. Okay, you may want to as well write our memory verse on it, Philippians 4 verse 7, just to help you remember that too. And maybe on the back you want to write names of people you want to pray for, that God would give them His peace. Okay, and we can put them together and pray. Okay, so now it's your turn to have a go. Okay, so if you can get all the bits and pieces you need together, and let's get going.